going on, everyone? Emmett Smith 22 here, bringing you OSVets Season 5, Bengals versus the Titans. This is the first time these two owners have met, and it's bound to be an interesting game. Bengals rolling in on a 5-game win streak, while the Titans are trying to catch up to the Indianapolis Colts in their division. Right now they're a game back, and a win could possibly get them back in that race, maybe even give them a share of the lead. In big news this week, the Ravens dropped to the Atlanta Falcons, who only had one win in this season so far. A big upset, and right now that puts the Ravens out of the playoffs if they were to start today. The Buffalo Bills would jump over the Ravens and take their spot. So that's big news. The AFC North is still strong though. We have the Bengals sitting at 7-2. The Browns are 6-2, and the Ravens now 6-4. While in the AFC West, we still got the Broncos and Raiders going at it, but the Raiders also dropped a game this week, so now they're 2 games back of the Broncos. Let's take a look at the game right now. Josh Freeman dropping back to pass. George Binns with a one-handed catch, the big free agent, Mr. Free Agent, with the big grab there. Now the Bengals in trouble, 3rd and 7, and what was that? AJ Green with the most spectacular catch that I have seen this season. We got to take another look at that again. Josh Freeman is going to drop back to pass. He sees the pressure in his face. He just throws it up. It looks like Green has him beat, but the corner makes a play on the ball. He should have been intercepted. Let's take another look at that. Should have been intercepted. It bounces off his hands, his head, off his hands, and into AJ Green's hands. Easily a top 10 highlight, putting the Bengals up 7-0 early. What an amazing play that was. AJ Green, he's been making plays the last 2 seasons for the Bengals, and we're definitely glad to have him on our team. The Titans are going to try to answer now. They're going to go on their first drive, and Alex Green, not to be confused with AJ, is going to put his team on his back and get this ball moving down the field for the Titans. I know I talk a lot about the AFC picture, but looking at the NFC, it's just as competitive. Cowboys and Giants fighting for that division. Philly is 7-3. They're 3rd for the first time in their career there. Here we go, Titans dropping back, and they hand it off to Alex Green again. Gets a nice little run, 2nd and 7. Here's another play, sack. Nate Allen, Bengals bringing the pressure from the outside. 3rd and long now. Jake Locker dropping back to pass. Over the middle, what a completion touchdown. They answer 7-7. And just a little side note, the Titans owner mentioned that that pass was intended for Eddie Royal and it hit the other receiver. So that was an impressive miscommunication, if I have to say so myself. Bengals moving the ball down the field now. 3rd and 8. They lob it up. That ball should have been picked off, and it's not. Calvin Fletcher comes down with it, but the Bengals can't do anything else. They're just going to drive home a field goal now. Speaking of the NFC now, again, the Green Bay Packers 7-2 with the Detroit Lions at 6-3, so there's a little battle going on in the NFC North over there. We got Tampa Bay at 7-2, New Orleans at 5-4. Tampa Bay seems to have control. Chuck Jones running that division since going from the AFC to the NFC. Titans dropping back to pass here. Nice little completion, but doesn't get the first. Bengals will get the ball back. That was good defense there. Nice little series. And the NFC West, San Francisco 8-2. They beat the Dallas Cowboys this week, and they beat them pretty handily. So that actually took the Cowboys out of first place in the NFC East, as I mentioned earlier. Bengals with the ball, handoff to Hardy. It doesn't look like Hardy's going to get anything going this game. So far, Hardy has been shut down across the board. Josh Freeman dropping back to pass. Completes a beautiful pass to AJ Green. AJ Green's a monster. He will break off those tackles, and he gets extra yards into field goal range for the Bengals. Hardy with another run. He's not getting it, but they're going to give him the face mask penalty, give him the benefit of the doubt. So far, the Titans are getting awful breaks. The AJ Green catch, his receivers not getting past the first down marker. The Calvin Fletcher catch. Things are just going wrong for the Titans. And right here, somehow they all miss the tackle on Denario Alexander. He's going to sneak inside the 5-yard line. Bengals looking to score, but third down. Williams in the game. He's going to try to make a play. Nothing is open. He breaks out, and he just can't get anywhere back to the line of scrimmage, forcing the Bengals to kick a field goal. And now it is 13-7 with just about 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. So it's a really good game so far. The Titans are getting some god-awful breaks to this point in the game. And let's see if they can turn this around now. Sack there by the Bengals defense. Cedric Ellis with the big play. Jake Locker is a pincushion so far. Another sack, and oh no, another bad break for the Titans. Keith Rivers picks up the ball at the 1-yard line, and then it's just child's play from there. CJ Miles punches it in from 1 yard out, and now the Bengals are up 20-7. And so far the Bengals have 14 easy points off of crazy plays. Titans with the ball now. They're going to try to make something happen. Another sack. Bengals will call a timeout and get the ball back now. Going to try to score before halftime, but a sack on Freeman, making it 3rd and 17. But the clutch gene is going to kick in. Freeman to Green. Green playing amazing so far to this point. He has over 60 yards receiving in the first half alone. And there is another Green catch, moving this ball across midfield. Bengals are on the edge of field goal range. Miles is going to give it to them, and they are going to tack on 3 points to send this game to halftime at 23-7. Bengals are getting all the breaks in this game. The Titans, to their credit, they're going to keep on fighting. Alex Green right there, he's mowing over Bengals defenders left and right. He deserves a ton of credit for keeping his team in the game so far. Now 2nd and 1. The Titans trying to make anything happen. They get a nice little completion, moving the ball into field goal range. And then Alex Green again with a nice break up the gut. And they're moving this ball. Now they're going to try to score here. 2nd and inches. Can they punch it in? The Bengals defense is going to come up big. 3rd and inches. Another chance. Alex Green, Laurinaitis is there, and he turns him back again. 4th and inches. But they're not going to go for it. They get the field goal on the board. They want the points. And it's 23-10 now, midway through the third quarter. The Bengals will start now with the ball. A little bit less than 5 minutes to go in the third. Hardy is going to pick up the first down on 3rd and 1 on the nice little toss play there. Hardy, he's only got 8 yards to this point in the game. He's being shut down right there. Another bad break for the Titans. That ball should have been intercepted. He had the ball dead to rights. Calvin Fletcher somehow comes up with it. And now, because of that, it leads to a Bengals touchdown. The Bengals are breaking the backs of the Titans with all these fortunate bounces. If not for that interception, there is no touchdown on that play. So the Titans just cannot catch a break. Right here, they're trying to make something happen again with their feet, and they get hit. Padaron Frederick forces the fumble, and then Cedric Ellis, the big man, is going to outrun the entire Tennessee Titans offense. At 300-plus pounds, Cedric Ellis can run a 4.3 40 like it's nothing. And the Titans now trying to salvage this game. They're down 37-10, but they are still fighting and ticking. Right there, a nice little completion, but it's broken up by Prince Amukamara. They force the punt. Now the Bengals with the ball, and Fletcher is making amazing plays. He's done it all game to this point. 8 receptions for over 100 yards. CJ Miles getting stuffed in the backfield, but it's not really going to matter at this point. The game is almost a foregone conclusion. AJ Green taken down in the backfield, and the Bengals are going to end up just notching the field goal, making it 40-10, a 30-point lead with about 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The Titans still remain fighting, though. They will fight all the way till the bitter end if they have to. Nice little completion, moving the ball past the 40. Bengals defense playing great. They've given up only one big scoring game so far, and there's a fumble, and Audrey Boykin, the free agent pickup, making the touchdown run after picking up that fumble. Speaking of the Bengals defense, again, They've only allowed 34 points in one game in this 6-game win streak. Every other game, they've allowed 13 points or less, so that means there is 5 games in that 6-game win streak where they have scored, the defense has only given up at least 13 points. And as I said, it is a 6-game win streak. This game will end with the Bengals victory, but the Titans still fighting, trying to make this score respectable. There's a nice little handoff, and it looks like the Titans might get on the board just before the end of the game, and no, it can't be. Alex Green with 99 carry is going to cough it up at the 1. The Bengals pick it up, and that ends the game. Bengals will need here 47-10. The Titans just got no bounces for them today, and it led to a Bengals victory. The Titans get a ton of credit for the defense they played, but with the short field they constantly had to deal with, it was just too much to overcome. The Bengals will move to 8-2 on the season. The Titans will move to 4-6. They're still in their division hunt though, so no reason to see this team give up. Cedric Ellis, player of the game, but play of the game definitely goes to AJ Green. The Bengals now next week will play the Cleveland Browns, and that will be a huge game because the winner of that game will take sole possession of the AFC North. Bengals and Browns will have 2 games. The rest of the way, there's 6 games left. It's going to be an interesting battle. I'm Emmett Smith, 22, bringing you Bengals versus the Titans. Have a great day, everyone. Peace.